Hey y'all, it's Indigo here, back with another round of Grand Arena Championships. We got the 3v3. This is week 2, and this is round 2 of week 2. And if you guys saw my first video, that one was kind of an easy win. My opponent got stuck with half the map to go, so started off with a win. This is my second round, and I'm up against a much tougher opponent, and he already messaged me before I was able to get in and check the board and even see what all had happened. And he's like, good game, congrats, you know, you got the win. And so I looked at it, and you guys can see from the overhead view there that he got stuck on a squad in back. I checked it out, and it was a Boba Fett squad with IG and Queel, and it had 2 battles on it, and it was spun up. I guess he just didn't have anything left in the tank. Or is he playing possum, waiting to see what I do, and then he can drop his roster and clear it off, you know, and get the clear. So I'm like, well, at least I got that going for me, but let's see what he put down. He must put down one doozy of a defense if he's ended up getting stuck. So I don't know. We'll see how it goes. Let's take a look at the board here and show you what he set for me. I'll show you the top. You can see that he's got a Dooku team with Nest. He's got Grievous. He's got Stormtrooper Han with Chirrut and Baze. He's got a CLS team with Chewpio and C-3PO. And then Jyn with Cassian and K2. So, okay, now let's take a look at the bottom. He's got Rex 5's Barriss, Newt with Jango, Darth Revan. He's got Gas, and then the Fin Poe team. So that's what he's got. That's what we're going to take out first. Start on the bottom and work our way through and just see what he's gotten back. So I don't know. I know what I'm going to use for DR. You guys can see that. It's not really a secret. I think this is probably the best counter because when you do mirrors, there's a chance that that can go sideways, especially in 3v3. It seems like if you just get unlucky, you can turn around even if you're faster and end up losing. And I mean, it sucks to drop 20 points on that. So ended up winning that one fairly easily, of course, with Supreme Leader Kylo. I went in with my Imp Troopers against his Fin Poe team. It works pretty well if you have the speeds. Just get in there and take out Resistance Hero Finn first as fast as you can. Get him gone, and then you can work on the other 2. I like to take out Resistance Hero Finn, then go work on Poe. But I want to try and keep him ability blocked or stunned or, you know, whatever I can do. I don't know. Just to try and keep him from taking any damage off my protection at all. So I got rid of Poe. I don't think Finn has been able to move. Trying to kill him before he can. And there we go. 54 banners there. So this one I'm kind of proud of, okay? Because I've tried it with just Malik before, and they end up cycling through so fast. Rex gets to his big hit so fast in 3s that they keep taking a huge amount of turns, and you can't get through Barriss to kill her off and stop her from healing everybody up. And it gets to be just kind of a mess. And I'm like, I really can't afford to drop a Malik solo versus these guys. So what can I do? My Savage is only gear 12, but I put him in, and the important thing is that he gives the lead bonus. Extra, I think it's extra tenacity and defense. So the extra defense helps out a lot for you not being able to be KO'd by all the attacks they're doing. But check out that right there. When they get to low health, like in the yellow, instead of having to rely on Malik to cycle back around and have a drain to finish them off, I just use Savage's special and able to take them out once they hit the yellow with that. So he gets to cycle back around, and he actually helps out too because he can take away debuffs and things. He's pretty tanky. I really do need to relic him. And there he goes again, taking out Rex. So it does help having him there so he can get that KO blow and kind of, you know, before Barriss gets a chance to heal. So that's what I've been using him for. And for some reason, Rex kept targeting Malik with his big hit instead of Savage. So it worked out, and I got 54 banners off that. Way to put a Gear 12 tune to use these days. Now I'm using, what am I using here? Ray against his gas. I don't know if this is the best way, but I got leftover resistance, so Finn and Holdo. I guess they're good for the healing. The fact that Finn can stun is kind of nice to be able to have that. I was thinking here, should I Whirlwind gas? Will that really do anything? Or can I take him down and then Whirlwind when he's taking a knee, and that will help kill the clones, you know, while he's sitting down. So I'm just trying to see if that works, but really I didn't end up taking any damage. You know, I don't have resistance hero bros or anything, so there's no heavy hitter for attacking. So I was like, maybe I do need to use a Whirlwind just to sit him down. So I'll go ahead and do that. He'll take a knee. Now I've got some time to go after these other two. And since it's not fives to worry about, it's much easier to sit there and try and take these guys down. I was able to get an ultimate, and look at that. Let the ultimate do the work, take them both out at the same time, and then just hopefully everyone can keep their protection up while we try and take out gas. So as long as he spreads the love around, we keep that protection topped up. Look at that. Everybody's got good protection. It's only Ray's health that's a little low, I think. And if I can get her to attack at the right time, she'll be sitting good. So that's all I'm waiting on, is for her to get a good attack. And she's got her Whirlwind up. There we go. Look at that. 53 banners. I'll take that, man, against gas. He can be so messy. It's ridiculous. And then, I don't know if you guys have been using this, but the SWGOH.gg website has a really good list of counters that they put together at the end of the GACs that tell you the statistics and say how many times this particular squad was seen, and here's what people are using to counter it. Now, it doesn't work for everything if you come across some weird variant and someone trying to be tricky, but if it's a standard squad that a lot of people seem to come across, then you can find some good information as to what counters work and what counters don't. And so this is something that I was trying out because it seems like this is what people are using against Newt squads. I seem to never know what to use. I do try the Triumvirate quite a bit, but trying to use Jedi here with Grandmaster Yoda and Jolie, I thought, you know, I'll give it a shot and let's just see how it goes. So I took out Newt, got rid of him. That way I don't have to worry about extortion. If I can get everybody cleansed of that, that's done. And then I'll try and get over to Jango whenever I get the chance. As long as he doesn't kill somebody, I should be in good shape. So that's what I'm trying to do, is get over to him whenever I can. Try and work on Magna here. He's in the red. He's gone. Now Jango's burning, but that didn't do anything because I had tenacity up. So far, so good. This team's working out pretty well here. Got him down once. Now I just need to get him down one more time before he's able to attack and KO somebody. So I was like, do I buff up? No, I just went for a kill shot. Ended up with 54. I'm pretty happy with that. Got through that first bottom wall. Now I can see what he's packing in the back there. And look at that. He's got Ray back there. That was probably the one GL I didn't want to see. I wouldn't have cared if there was any of the others. I know a lot of people put Ray on defense, but he put Ray with JTR and R2. And he has a high offense modded Ray, which sucks for 3v3 if you're going to try and use C to counter her. So had to figure out what else I was going to use since I burned my own Ray up front. You know, no mirror for me. So that's what he's got in the back there. Trying to think over what counters I'm going to use. I mean, he's got some tough teams back there. When you guys are setting 15 teams down on defense, it sure as hell really does stretch your roster. It's like every team has to work or you're going to end up being in trouble. And so I'm using teams like this with Mon Mothma to counter Grievous or, you know, Night Sisters sometimes. It's like everything has a place. And so all those characters that you don't normally use for anything are getting some use, whether it's offense or defense. You know, you got to put it down or you're going to run yourself out of squads. So he's got Grievous, B2, and Droideka here against my Mon Mothma, Cassian, and K2SO. Working on taking out B2. If I can get him out, things go a little bit better because you don't get all the buff immunity and all the out-of-turn attacks and everything that he does. Filling him up with turn meter so that he can keep taking turns and attacking. Got rid of him. Now I can work on Droideka. I don't want him to KO somebody at the wrong time, because it seems like even though you've got Mon Mothma and you've got her little summon up there, you know, if you lose Cassian and K2 at the wrong time before she can bring them back, then she just fades out and that's it. That's the battle loss. It kind of sucks that she just retreats like that, but that's the way it is. So now that that's done, I can go after Grievous. He likes to stick to K2, so that's fine. Let him keep doing that. Just keep going after him with Cassian. Let him do his thing. I got to read her moves because I'm not sure which one, heals up best or whatever. And you can promote that little summon on the side, so I guess he'll do more damage. So that's great. All the more damage I can get, so much the better. Try and just keep doing her moves to heal everybody and make them assist. It takes a while to grind Grievous down. But so far, since I've at least put some relics on them and modded them correctly, they seem to be doing a much better job. And I was able to get 53 there, which was pretty good. Now I'm taking my JTR, BB-8, and R2 against CLS, C-3PO, and Chewpio. You guys have seen this. It works pretty well. It can go wrong if you just don't end up being able to take out Chewpio early enough. Then he's going to start assisting and blinding and all that and just going to wreck your squad. So it can get pretty nasty. In this case, thankfully, that's not happening. I've got him debuffed. I always never know what to do with R2, whether I should stealth or what, but I try to opt for the stun on Chewpio to keep him controlled. Otherwise, like I said, he's just going to shred your team, and I don't want that. So if I can use stuns and help keep the team controlled, then so be it. Now I'm just trying to get him out, and the quicker I get him out, give myself that 3-2 advantage, that'll help out a little bit. So now I just have CLS left to deal with, because I don't have to worry about C-3PO. Put some healing immunity on him, and hopefully can get in before he does too much damage. I was like, do I stealth here? Do I go for a stun? I went ahead and did stealth, and then thankfully she had her wave up, so that'll keep him from cleansing off his debuffs. Now I got him stunned. I'm just like, hurry up. I'm going to take him out before he gets out of stun. Try and stun him again. Thankfully that landed. So it keeps working. I'll keep doing it. There we go. Call BB-8 to assist. C-3PO retreats. Only 50 banners there, but it was a one-shot win, so I'm glad of that. Now I'm going up against his Dooku team, Dooku, B1, and Nest. Use Triumvirate here because you've got Annihilate, and especially in threes, that's like one of the only guarantees on Nest. You can get trapped behind Nest so easily and just end up getting stuck because she's going to counter and regain all her health. And if you don't have Nihilus there to annihilate, or like Mando, the bounty hunter, to disintegrate, which is the same thing, you're going to get stuck. So I'm taking out Dooku first. That way I don't have to worry about stealth and speeding up the team, all that. I've got B1 there, so I can just work on knocking some stacks off him. I just want to make sure and try and keep everybody else alive till Annihilate comes, and there it is. So there goes Nest. Now it's just knocking stacks off B1. So that's all I got to do there. Nobody else should die. The banners aren't going to be pretty because none of them have full protection. But there we go. A triple saber from Traya takes off quite a bit of stacks. So I was able to make it through there. Now I'm taking out his Jyn team. Jyn with Cassian and K2. I don't know. It's been a while since I fought Rogue One. What do you do? And people ask me, what do you use to counter this? What do you use to counter that? I'm just looking at what squads do I have that I could spare. That there's a lot of back and forth. This team could be annoying if you can't get around taunt. Thankfully, with Merciless, I was able to take out Jyn and Cassian right away and then just be left with K2. So then you can control him with Fracture and then send some turn meter over to Darth Vader whenever it's time. I'm trying to keep him and Shore topped up because I need all the banners I can get. And so I was like, do I Cullen Blade him there or should I wait? I don't know what I'm doing, but I fractured him and that was the end of him, and I was able to get 54. So it worked out in the end, maxing my banners there. And then the next fight, okay, this one, it's Stormtrooper Han, Chirrut, and Baze. And what I did at first, I don't know why, I was like, oh, let me try this. This will probably work. And I had tried Night Sisters. Okay, I tried Mother Talzin with Daka and Zombie. And I thought, okay, I should be able to spread enough plague and take somebody out. And I'll take one of them out. And then that'll make it easier. But that did not work at all. And I clipped it out because I'm not going to show you 5 whole minutes of nothing happening. It was me trying to kill him with plague, but Chirrut just heals so fast. Like I say, you cycle through turns so fast in threes that he was getting his heal equalized thing and all the health over times that he puts up, that he was keeping the team healthy. I couldn't get plague to finish anybody off. The closest I got somebody into the red, I think Chirrut, and that was it. Then he'd end up healing back to full and healing the plague. So I just force closed out of that and backed out. But you don't need to worry about that. It was kind of pointless. So waste of an attempt and waste of a squad. And in 15 squads on defense and offense, you really don't have a lot of squads to spare that will get anything done. So after that, I was like, well, what do I use to kill this team that he's got here? Okay, I'll use Basti Lead for some protection, tenacity, and I've got Ezra and Ahsoka. And so I was hesitant on who to bring for the third, whether it should be Ahsoka or somebody else. Damn, am I glad I brought Ahsoka, because she's got the Dispel on basic. Ezra's got a move that does a Dispel. Andy can call an assist, which is call snips to dispel. And then Basti has a Dispel for her special move. So 3 Dispels, and damn, let me tell you, you need them. Because you go through so fast here, they get so many stupid heal over times and bouncing taunt between 2 tanks, you end up getting stuck. Like, I can't ever finish somebody off. I get stuck on them. And so I'm calling Ezra, trying to get his double taps in. I got Chirrut down into the yellow, finally took him out. Once I took him out, then it gets easier. And I just threw it on auto right there because it takes a while to chew through both of these tanks. But if I didn't have all those dispels, there's no way I could have been able to get through to who I wanted and taking him out. I got stuck for a long time. And it took me almost 3 whole minutes to get through that squad. So 34 on a cleanup, that gets rid of the top wall. See what kind of ships he's got there. He's got Empire and then a Negotiator with Ahsoka. So that sucks. Well, we'll circle back around to that. I still got some ground squads to get rid of. And I'm running low on teams. I think I only had the 1 fail, but it's like the teams that I did have to cobble together to beat his other squads take a lot of good characters. Like, you don't have a lot to spare. Andy's got that Rey there, which I have some options, but it's not going to be pretty. Like, I think C-Watt is my best bet. Otherwise, I have Jedi Master Luke, and he's the only other one I know that can probably take out Rey. But since I haven't done it, it just seems pretty risky. So we're going to get to that battle in a minute. First, let me show you this one. You guys have seen this. It's Bosk Mando and Grief against a BAM team. He's got Queel and IG. So kind of the same. I've been trying to perfect how fast I can get through this battle because it seems like a lot of people set this team. So the process is pretty easy. Just go on boss lead, pop the contract, disintegrate BAM before he can do too much damage to you. And then after that, you can really just throw it on auto. And that's what I've been doing lately because it really doesn't matter who you attack. The whole point is just to cycle back around and get to Mando's disintegrate one more time. And usually end up disintegrating IG. And then after that, Queel will fall pretty easily. So there we go, disintegrate IG. Then it goes after Queel. And the AI just does its thing. So there we go, all done and dusted. Got my 54 banners there. Now we can take out his Bad Batch team, and I've got Padme for that. I'm not sure where Bad Batch are going to have their ultimate place, but I've run across them now a couple times on defense, killed them with a couple of different teams. In 3s at least, they don't seem that great. I think in 5s, when you can put them all together and you have Echo really fast where they can get out ahead, I think they can put in some work. But as far as 3s go, they're really not too impressive. Like, they do stuff okay, but I got protection up, so that's not really going to do anything. They do have a lot of buffs on them, but look at that. Took out Wrecker, and now I can go after Hunter, try and get him out of there. Yeah, really, they don't do a whole heck of a lot. So you can see they're not really doing anything to me. They're going after GK. That's fine, but Padme's got her heal. So again, more protection up. Doesn't matter that they're both under stealth because I can just pick whoever. So we're going after Hunter, trying to get him out. He's gone. Kick to the face. And there we go. Look at that. Tech in the red. He did something. I don't know. And now he's gone. 51 banners. Par for the course with Padme. So I'm looking at what squads I have that will do anything. And I have my Jawas left. And they have been coming in clutch in this 15 squad defense that we got to put down. Because I've been using them for offense. I didn't really think that they could take out this team. And I still don't have any idea on how to exactly play them. Because look at that, like right there I could detonate, but they don't have enough thermals. I'm just hoping I can stay alive long enough to do something. Take somebody out, soften this team up a little bit, and try to clean it up, you know? And so look, Scavenger's the last one, throws the thermal, killed Canderous and Bo. And so I just have a lone Sabine with no lead ability left. So then I can cobble something together and use EP Death Trooper, and then for good measure, I've got IPD in there in case I needed to blow her up or something. So it turned out I didn't end up needing to do that. Got 33 for a second time around cleanup. Okay, here's the Rey fight. This, I don't know, I think there's something there, and you guys can tell me. So normally you use C Watt to take out Rey, right? But since he's got her so offensively modded and she's going to hit real hard and her offense is boosted up by R2, he's going to make her hit even harder. And he's got JTR in there who can put healing immunity on you. That can really mess you over. So look at what I did. I did C with Watt and then Droideka. And you might be like, well, why put Droideka? First, I don't use him anywhere else. Secondly, you've got a snowball's chance in hell that he can end up with his damage immunity and then help you tank out some extra hits, you know. If Rey does her ultimate, that damage gets divided by however many people are alive, and you don't want C to tank out an ultimate by himself. So I've got Droideka there. He's in damage immunity. I don't know all his kit and everything, and I don't know when to pop damage immunity or whatever. I just don't know. I figured it's a shot in the dark because, you know, they killed Watt. Now I've got my Droideka there. Hopefully he can absorb that blow. And I guess he does help, see? Because he was in damage immunity. She did nothing to him. I still got him alive. It's C's turn, gain back some protection. So it's just to buy you time to get to ultimate and live a little bit longer. Otherwise, that could have been really nasty. And so I was like, what should I do here? I took a shot at Ray. It didn't really do anything. I've got ultimate up, so I'm going to go ahead and go into ultimate mode. And so Droideka comes up, and I was like, do I put on his shield or is it too early? You know, so I did a basic there. And then right there at C's ultimate, he did his ultimate and ended up taking her down to where her next move was a whirlwind, which sucked. Like, if he would have been damage immunity, that would have been great. I would have still had him alive. And it didn't work out that way. So I have to hit R2. I've got full health, full protection, but she's in ultimate. So watch this. Like, you'll see what happens with a high offense Ray and R2. Look at that. In the red, tiny bit of protection left. Unfortunately, instead of killing R2, it red barred him, and she got an ultimate right after and finished me off. So that sucked right there. I almost had it. Like, a couple more, better choices on moves, I think I could have pulled it off. But since I didn't know what I was doing, it was the best I could do with trying Droideka there and doing that. So now you see me just cleaning up. I've got a JML, Cam, and Hermit Yoda there. So use them to punch through Ray and get her out. There we go. Cam hits hard enough. 31 banners there on a cleanup. Not ideal, but I took her out. This is his last squad. I wanted to show it to you. It's Boba with Chewie and Han. And it's kind of funny that he got stuck on a Boba squad of mine. And I've got that as the last squad to kill. Let me show you what happened with ships. That Empire fleet with Thrawn and then Negotiator. I used Rebels on Negotiator. Was very ugly, but I got 58 banners on it. A one-shot win is good enough for me. It's the best I could do. So I was able to pull that out. And then my Negotiator against his Thrawn, I got 65. So that kind of evened it out for me. So after ships and looking at, he had that one Boba squad left, and then I did too. I came out with the win. I mean, it's not pretty at all. 29-39 to his 29-02. I tried too. I let it sit there until it was close to the round ending because I didn't know if he would try again to do any more battles when he sees that I was stuck too. But he didn't try anymore. I tried once, and with Han and Chewie there, you just get shut down so fast. It was pointless. So we both got stuck on that. I mean, it sucks. What can I say? Fuck 3v3, man. I'll leave you with that. Thanks for watching my video, guys. If you enjoyed the video, please give me a thumbs up, subscribe, share your comments down below, and hopefully you'll check out my other videos on my channel. Peace.